Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Melissa Batchelor, and I'm the Director of Communications for the New Bedford Police Department. I want to thank you all for being here today to honor our new officers at their swearing-in ceremony. Jordan Barboza, Manuel Sequeira, Eric Boulay, William Solomon, Summer Cardosa. We expect that it will be a shorter ceremony, but we're going to turn things over now to Chief Joseph Cordeiro.
I almost forgot my mask, but it's awful weird. Well, welcome everyone to our swearing-in ceremony. Normally we do this at City Hall or at the police station, but because of COVID-19, we're trying to do these events outdoors. Before we continue, I'd like to give you the Mayor Mitchell's regrets. He wished he could be here today, but he could not. He had a conflict, and normally you also have representation from the City Council. Councilor Joe Lopes is the president. He sends his regrets as well. Having said that, I will try not to be too long-winded so we can get to the focal point of the ceremony, but first I want to thank all the families, especially the moms and dads, to help raise these fine young adults to be who they are today, which I'm very grateful, and our community is going to be very grateful because all the work you did to bring them up to be the individuals that they are, we're going to now benefit from them. So thank you for that, and thank you for supporting them in pursuing their dream to become a police officer, helping them through the process of taking the test and the background, and more importantly, the last 5 months of training in the academy, which is not an easy task. So I thank you for that, and I also thank you going forward because now they're going to need your support more than ever. If you haven't watched the media, this is a tough job. So they're going to really need your love and your support and your guidance, and especially for some of the police officers that we have here today that came here to honor them. You know what it's like, so they especially are going to need you to help them stay positive, to help them through the tough times, to help them to make decisions, and to stay focused and really appreciate what they're doing because it is a very good job. So thank you for that. Now, to our new, or soon-to-be newly sworn police officers, I too want to thank you for making a decision to take this job. This is a tough time. It really is a tough time to choose to become a police officer. If you watch the media, which shame on them for not reporting on the other side of it. The amazing work that our men and women do every single day. And while I'm on it, I might as well take a minute and thank our police officers that are serving the New Bedford Police Department right now. They do an amazing job, so thank you. Putting your life on the line, coming to work every day, and treating the community the way you do. So I really appreciate the work you guys and gals do. Keep it up. But tough times. But it is no time now more than ever that we need men and women like yourselves, with your character, with your mindset, to come in here and change the perception of police by action, by being good, solid human beings. For the last 5 months in the academy, they've taught you all kind of stuff. They taught you the law, right? They taught you how to stay in shape. They taught you how to utilize use of force. Taught you community policing. They taught you ethics. But the one thing they cannot teach you in the police academy that you're going to have to do on your own, and thank God for your parents to help you prepare for this moment, is to put all those tools into place. So they taught you how to think in the classroom, how to interpret the law, how to apply it. But you can't apply from an academic perspective. You got to use other tools. It's not just your brain. You got to let your heart get involved in the game of decision making. You got to have empathy for the people that you serve. It's not black and white. What led those people to your point of crisis that they needed you? They needed you to come there and intervene. How do you apply common sense when if you just go by the textbook? It doesn't work. And they tell you how to train, how to run, push-ups. Get all your muscles prepared for that day that you got to go out there and chase somebody down and arrest them. But one of the most powerful muscles that you have, and it's a very small muscle, is your tongue. Your tongue can be so constructive, and yet it can be so destructive. It can be used to give someone hope, encouragement, or it can be used to knock somebody down and abuse them and make them feel crappy about themselves. And that's where all these pieces have to come into play. Your brain, your tongue, and your heart. The good Lord gave you 2 eyes and 2 ears. You have been trained in the academy to be observers. So the good Lord gave you 2 eyes and 2 ears so you could watch and listen twice as much as you talk. So you can learn about what's going on around you so you can make a good decision. And while you're doing all that observation and it's getting funneled up into the brain, the computer part of your body, then you got to let your heart get in there. Because we're dealing with human beings. You're dealing with people that have tough times in their lives. And if we can't be a little sympathetic and empathetic for them, what kind of police officers are we going to be? What kind of police officers are we today? You have a chance to change people's lives every single day that you come to work. And sometimes that's just a smile. It's a smile that can change somebody. Sometimes it's just listen to somebody who's got a lot to say, and a lot of pain, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of fear. These young kids, they need mentors. They need people that can help. Not just throwing cuffs on them. And even if you have to throw a pair of cuffs on somebody because they broke the law and that's the only choice you got, when it's all settled and done and you're going through the booking process, what a great time to get to know that person. Get to know what led them to that point in their life. Maybe talk about some services that can help them. Maybe they can come to you when they see you in the street and say, Officer so-and-so, that day maybe you can help me out. I'm going through some tough times in my life. And I guarantee you this. I've been on this job 34 years. And if you talk to any other officer that's been around even a short time, right? I bet you've had someone that come up to you and said thank you at a supermarket. You think about a kid today that you're going to meet in the next 6 months that's 12 years old, and you fast forward your life and your career 15 years from now in mid-20s, and maybe they're standing here to be a police officer. Maybe they're going through school to be a nurse. Maybe they're opening up their business instead of being in and out of the juvenile court. That's the power that you have of influence on people just by caring, just by listening, just by really want to make a difference. I know you were raised that way. We're under a lot of scrutiny, the police departments, but I tell you most cops are good cops. You decide what kind of cop you want to be. Your parents raised you right. This is no time for police officers to be out there and approve or close a blind eye or an ear to bad behavior, whether it's the public or it's a person that's standing next to you wearing this badge, because with this badge comes a whole lot of responsibility, and we're trusting you with it. And I believe in you. I believe you're going to make the right decisions. You're going to help people. You're going to change people's lives. You're going to feel better about yourself. It's going to be more important than that paycheck you get every Thursday. There's one thing I guarantee you, when someone comes up to you and says thank you, it makes you feel like $1 million to know that you helped somebody. And Uncle Sam doesn't even get to tax it. You get to keep all of it to yourself. So welcome to our family, the New Bedford Police family. We have a wonderful family here. We have a tradition of excellence. We will look out for you, and we expect you to look out for us together. And we have tough times ahead of us. There's no doubt about it. We've had a rough year. COVID-19, protesting. We have serious economic times that we're going to have to get through. But together as a family, we get through it. My advice to you is to hang out with some of the officers here today who have positive attitudes. You're going to hear a lot of negative. Some from the community, some from the media, some maybe from people that wear the same uniform as you do. Lock it out. Stay true to yourself. Stay positive. And you will enjoy the next 32 years of your career. And someday, you'll have people coming up to you very shortly, thanking you for being the person that you are, the police officer you are, for changing their lives. There's very few professions out there that are as noble and as honorable as a police officer. And I don't care what anybody has to say about it. And it's a damn shame that the media doesn't focus on the good that we do every day, more than on a few police officers that have made some horrible choices, including those that stood by and watched them doing bad behaviors. But we're good people. And without the police, society's in trouble. Because 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, that's who they call. Even the people that spit in our face, call us names, and wish us harm, we will drop everything we got to go save them and put our lives in jeopardy for theirs. That's what it means to be a police officer. And there are very few professions that offer what we offer. So be proud of who you are, the badge you carry, and the profession that you represent. So let's have a hand for these folks. Once again, thank you, and never lose sight why you wanted to be a police officer. Never lose sight of that pride that you hold in your heart today. Thank you and congratulations.
Okay, now I'd like to welcome Clerk of the City Council, Dennis Farias, to do the swearing in.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's my privilege and honor to swear in our new police officers. And on behalf of Chief Cordeiro, I'd like to invite all present officers here to join your brothers and sister new officers in taking the oath as well.
You can come up if you like. Come on up, Captain DaCosta. So you got a few. Come on up, please. No, that's right. Come on up. I know I'm not. Come on up. Come on up, please. Yeah, no, it wasn't enough. Come on up.
If you'll all just raise your right hand for me. I state your full names. Do solemnly swear that I will, to the best of my ability and understanding, perform my duties as a police officer by serving my commanding officers with dignity and respect, and the citizens of New Bedford with compassion, courage, and integrity. I will do all this in accordance with the Constitution of the United States, the laws of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and the Charter and ordinances of the City of New Bedford. So help me God. Congratulations, officers.
We'd like to thank you again for joining us here today and wishing our new officers the best in their careers and great success in your times ahead. Hopefully we'll beat the thunder showers that are nearby, and if we could have our officers hang back for a minute to take some photos, we'd really appreciate it. So thank you.